Hello everyone, welcome back to the Matchday Tavern. My name is Key, we are live for Dundee United versus Rangers, our first competitive club domestic football of the season. 31st of July, it's mad, we're still in July and yet we're back to club football, which is great. And we're going to be doing Dundee United versus Rangers today. On Monday, we are going to be doing Dundee at Celtic. So we're going to get to see both of the maybe the early contenders. I don't know if Hearts are going to be there. I'm not feeling so confident about Hearts anymore after the performances against Sturm Graz in the last week. But this should be a really good game, really entertaining. Looking forward to seeing Rangers. They've got a few new signings in the team, on the bench. A couple of players that might be worth watching out for. We'll go through them shortly. We'll go through the lineups very shortly as well. But yes, Galacticos Campos, Celtic win it again. You're thinking, Ryan, come on, Dundee. Mixed bag. I like Dundee. I like Dundee quite a lot. We watched Dundee last year in a few games actually. In the was it in the Conference League? I think it was Dundee United against. I apologise by the way if I say Dundee and use Dundee and Dundee United interchangeably. I really shouldn't. I know that's wrong, and I've just caught myself doing it, so I won't do it again. Dundee United, we watched last season against Una Strassen and against Rapid Vienna. So, hoping tonight, I'm gonna root for Dundee United. I'm gonna root for them. Let's see if they can turn it on tonight and beat the GERS. Who do you support in the Scottish League, mate? Honestly, I haven't got a team. I swear to God, I haven't got a team in the Scottish League. I don't feel incredibly strongly about any of them. I've got family in Dumfries, so I guess I'm somewhat tied to Queen of the South a little bit. I quite like Livingston, but not really for any particular reason. We did a watch along last year, Ross County v Livy, and I thought I really liked how Livingston went about the whole game. And yeah, I quite liked them. So I haven't really got a team. The honest answer is I haven't got a team. I haven't got a horse in the race tonight. But that doesn't mean we can't have a chat. It doesn't mean we can't watch the game, enjoy the game. I know about the players. I know about the team. I know what happened last year with Rangers. I know what happened broadly last year with Dundee United. So we can still have a chat. We can have a chat about football broadly, not just Scottish football, but maybe the Premier League, the Champions League, the Europa League. What's going on with Hearts? They're going to be playing Benfica. Now, Hibs are going to be playing Skendia of Macedonia in the next round in Europe. So, and Rangers, by the way, we are going to be doing Rangers against Jagiellonia Bialystok next week in the Europa League. They play at 5 p.m. It's an early kickoff in Poland for the first leg. So we're going to be live for that one tomorrow. Next week. Jagiellonia Bialystok against Rangers. We're going to be live for that. Hopefully you'll all join me for that. Right, let's see everyone in the chat. How are we all doing? Number one security, Aftab CFC, Jack, Alexander Corte says 2-0, Shankland. Rule changes ahead of the new season. Here we go. VAR to have the ability to overturn second yellow cards in instances of clear and obvious error. I like that. 10-second timer for subs to leave the pitch when they are being replaced. Okay. Goal kicks and throw-ins to be taken within 5 seconds. Fine. Players who go down injured and require treatment. What was that? Players who go down injured and require treatment to leave the field of play for 60 seconds. Okay. Not implemented is VAR will not review the award of corner kicks. So that's not there, and there's no red card punishment for players covering their mouths. So that isn't going to happen from the World Cup to this season. VAR isn't getting involved in corner kicks like it did at the World Cup, and there will not be any punishment for covering of the mouths. So that's gone. That's gone. Get used to that. There is no punishment. I'm glad, to be honest. I thought that was all a little bit tedious. I don't know if you agree. Let me know in the chat. I thought that was all a bit tedious, the whole covering of the mouth thing. I mean, listen, in genuine instances of racism, obviously you don't want to see that, and that should be punished incredibly severely. I'm fine with that. I just thought it was a bit like Messi running to the referee and pointing at Cucurella because you're gonna get that. It's stupid. You shouldn't. Yeah, I'm not down for that. I'm not down for that. You shouldn't be sending players off because they cover their mouths. But anyway, Clips Market, I'll take any sort of competitive club football. This is it. Well, this is good football anyway. I'm sure it'll be a great laugh. And I mean that in the most sincere way, by the way. I'm not taking the piss out of Scottish football. I'm not. I'm genuinely not. We watched a lot of Scottish football last season on this channel. We watched Rangers away at Hearts. We watched Celtic at home to Hearts on the final day. There's Derek McInnes. Did you see that picture, by the way? The viral picture that went round of that fella who met Derek McInnes. Someone's absolutely stitched him up and done. They've basically made him do a like the splits next to Derek McInnes. It's dead funny. It's dead funny. Go and search it up. City of Northville, Sarah, good to see you. 3-star. Is Matchday Tavern Premier League Fantasy up and running? It's not yet. But do you know what? Here. 3-star, I promise you, absolutely promise you, that for Tranmere versus Rochdale tomorrow in the Carabao Cup, I will 1,000,000% I will have done that. So I will have that live tomorrow. We will have our Matchday Tavern Fantasy Premier League ready and raring to go. Right, there you go. FPL starts tomorrow. You can get your teams in tomorrow and we'll do it. Football is back, baby. Yes, Breno. It's on Sky Sports, by the way, if you want to watch with me. Number one security. Ben, how's it going? Proper football back. Wonderful. Yes. Mark, how's it going? Ben, give me Stranraer versus Elgin City over England v Argentina any day. Absolutely. Hung like Grogu, moved up from Brighton, live in Dingwall. So if I have to follow a team living up here based on where I currently live, I'm effed for choice. Good lads. Joe, has any other team in Scotland ever made the Champions League group stage other than Rangers and Celtic? Do you know what? I don't think they have. Champions League group stage. I don't think they have. No, I mean, obviously Aberdeen back in the day did very well. I don't think there has genuinely made any. I think there's quite a few teams that have gone far in the other competitions, UEFA Cup, Europa League, as it is now. But yeah, not quite. Sadly, since then. City of Northville, he brought his Pokemon card in. We weren't supposed to. It was tedious, but it was funny watching them snitch on one another. That's it. Mark, Key, I like Hibs as my second Scottish team. Carl, Key, can you name 3 players that have played for Liverpool and Rangers? Ooh. 3 players who've played for Liverpool and Rangers. Danny Wilson. Hang on a minute. Just like Ever or Premier League, like Graham Souness. You can throw in Graham Souness, Danny Wilson. Ben Davis, but I don't think he ever played for us, did he? I mean, he played for us, but he never actually played. I don't think he kicked a ball for us. There's plenty of other players who've... I'm trying to think of, like, really, really obvious ones. Yeah, Ryan Kent. Yeah, Jordan Rossiter. Good lad. Yeah, good shout, Ian. I'm trying to think of this. It feels like there's far more, like, they're almost niche, relatively recent ones. Galactic Campos, Key, when's the Champions League draw for the league stage? Oh, another few weeks yet, mate. You got a way off for that yet. 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Right, let's go through the teams. We are 2 minutes away from kickoff. Let's go through the teams very quickly. Evening, Carl. How's it going? Okie dokie. Right. Okay, Scottish Premiership, Dundee United versus Rangers at Tannadice. As always, we have got Dundee United. I've got Walton in goal. Jack Walton, who has gone back to Dundee United after a spell at Preston. He was at Cambridge United briefly as well last year. So, yeah, Jack Walton back between the sticks at Tannadice. Rawlins at right back. Forbes, Esselink and Ferry complete the back 4. Agye, Tate and Vico Savell is the midfield 3. And then the front three is Jesse Randall. Jesse Randall, new signing from Auckland FC, the New Zealand winger. Lachlan Rose, again a new signing coming in as a free agent from the Newcastle Jets. He's an Aussie. So there's an Aussie, a New Zealander, a Kiwi, an Aussie, and another Aussie, Zachary Sapsford, of course. Zachary Sapsford, who was big part of Dundee United's campaign last year, scored in Europe against Rapid Vienna. Remember that game well. But yeah, it's a Kiwi and two Aussies up front for Dundee United tonight. Scottish Prem already. And oh yeah, on the 13th of July. It's mad that, isn't it? Yeah. Mad. Mad. Love that Dundee United kit. Yeah, I like the old... It's rare you've got... How many teams play in orange these days? It's really not many. I'm reminiscent of the... no, it's here. The Valencia kit, just behind me. The big Valencia kit. Galacticos Campos, what happened with your player? Jones, is it? Oh, he had a bit of a whinge. He had a whinge, that's all it was. He had a whinge because he didn't get given the captain's armband. Where's Nina Shanklin straight in as captain, eh? Wasn't anticipating that. No. Well, I was just coming to Rangers, sorry. Rangers have got Pandur in goal, Romans, Fernandez, Godfrey, Ben Godfrey at the back, and Sterling. In midfield, it's Devlin and Diamand with Asgard, Tilo Asgard in the 10, fresh from the World Cup. Naduri, JD Gassama, who I honestly, I think he's massively underrated, Gassama. I know, I spoke to a lot of Rangers fans last year who weren't so mad on him, but I remember watching him in the early stages of the Champions League qualifying for Rangers. I thought he was tremendous. I think there's real talent there. I know he's still relatively young, 21, 22. I think there's ability there with JD Gassama. He starts on the right-hand side. Ryan Naduri on the left. And at centre-forward, is the captain for Rangers tonight, Lawrence Shanklin, straight in as captain. Rangers have raided hearts, haven't they? They have indeed, yes. They have indeed. Manager and star striker, of course. Mad Pup, I don't think my wee heart can take this. Well, we're off and underway. It is Dundee United 0, Rangers 0, 8 seconds in. How long will it remain that way? Have you wrapped up Barcola? No, not quite. I think we will do it, though. I'm sure we will get him in. Long ball forward, Rangers. Oh, it's offside. Offside. We're wanting to wrap up Rodri. I'm sure Real Madrid will sign Rodri as well, yeah. Can't see that. Can't see that not working. I'm sure they'll get it sorted. John, would you want Barcola? Would mean you don't have much money for other signings. Why? What makes you say that, John? Liverpool have got plenty of money. There's no reason why Liverpool shouldn't be able to spend. We're one of the most valuable clubs in world football, and we've spent a whole lot less than everyone else really in the league for the last 5, 6, 7 years. We're miles behind the Cities, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, the Man Uniteds. We're miles behind them in terms of spend. So we've got plenty of room. ZQXV, how's it going, lad? Good to see you. How are you feeling now? The dust has somewhat settled on Eddie Howe. Has there been any progress with Matthias Geisler? Feels like he's the one that's going to replace Eddie Howe. You're making up for it. What do you mean we're making up for it? What, by signing quite a lot last season but didn't actually have them play? We do need to sign more. There's no doubt about it. Liverpool need at least 4. A minimum of 4. Especially if Mr. Amazon buys shares, yeah. Born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Feel happy to change something. Hopefully he's the man for the job. Rangers drive forward now. Here's Diamand. Out to the left-hand side. Naderi. All the way back to Fernandez. Where's Nina? Doesn't seem that long ago since that Celtic Park showdown. Do you know what? I still don't think that was a penalty. I 100% believe Hearts got robbed that day. I don't think it was a penalty. I don't necessarily think there was any corruption or anything, but I just don't think it was a pen. I don't think that was a penalty. You can't hit a ball from that close and it deflected up onto his hand. You can't give a penalty for that. I'm sorry, that's madness. Can't give a pen for that. He was sliding. He didn't even mean for it to happen. He didn't make his body any bigger. It just slid in. That's natural. You can't have that. Nobody wants to see handballs given for that. If there's handballs given for that and penalties given for that, madness. Shankland strike. Good save. Repeat. Oh, it's gone behind. It's going to be a corner to Rangers. Shankland with a first effort. 3 minutes in. Good little flick down at that near post. And Walton just about gets it behind at the second time of asking. Good little Cruyff flick. Lovely little shot that from Shankland. Had to improvise because it was behind him. Just shielded the defender there. I think it was Forbes who was holding off. And he just flicked it with his right foot. A little bit of a Cruyff flick. Keeper wasn't quite anticipating it, but got down well. Pushes it behind. Corner to Rangers. 4 minutes in. All jokes aside, what's the chance of Vinny going to Arsenal? Zero. Edge of the box, Rangers strike. You're miles wide. You've got to hit the target from there, Devlin. Got to hit the target from there. That's not good enough. Another Aussie. Absolutely dominated by Aussies and Kiwis this game, isn't it? Christ. There's absolutely loads of Aussies and Kiwis in this game. Key, do you think Curtis Jones should be sold to Inter Milan if he's causing trouble with the squad? I don't think he's causing trouble with the squad. I just don't think he's good enough for Liverpool is the honest answer. I wouldn't mind keeping him. I'm not averse to keeping him and letting him go on a free next year if Inter Milan don't want to pay 40 million, which I genuinely think he's worth. If he's got 3 years left on his contract, Curtis Jones is worth 80 million. I don't care what anyone says. I think he's 70 to 80 million of anyone's money when he's got a reasonable amount of time on his contract. The fact that he's only got a year left, he's 40 million. I think 40 million is fair. Yeah, well, hang on a minute. Curtis Jones at 80 million quid, 70 to 80 million quid, I think is fair when you look at Mateus Fernandes, you look at Tonali, you look at Elliot Anderson. None of them have got the experience. None of them. None of them have got what Jones has got. Hey, big man, nice to follow another game with the K-Man. Why aren't Celtic opening the season as they won the league? Do you know what? I don't know. We know I'm doing the Celtic game on Monday night. Celtic played Dundee at Parkhead on Monday, so we're going to get a close look at Casper Hogue, the new signing from Bodo Glimt. Big new centre-forward. Pete, what do you think about the Tomori link? Not made up with it. No, not made up with Tomori. I don't think Fikayo Tomori's... The only real reason we would sign Tomori is the fact that he's English. That's... And, you know, he'd maybe be accepting of being a fourth choice centre-back. He's alright. I guess it depends on the price. Dundee United, long throw in the box. Floated in. Rangers scramble it clear just about. Scrappy. Here's Gassama. Lovely little switcher play out to the left-hand side. Rangers counter. And here's that, it's a foul. Gassama brought down. Here's Devlin. Bryant says, Key, does that mean James Garner should be 100 million? I think he would be. I mean, yeah, ironically, yeah, I think you're right. I think he would be. I think if James Garner was... If someone seriously wanted James Garner, yeah, I think that would be the market for him. Probably 90 to 100 million. Who would you say replaces Bruno, Key? Who replaces Bruno? I don't know. It's probably one that you've already got, to be honest. It might be that Lewis Miley gets pushed a bit further forward, or the new lad you've just brought in, Stur, or whatever his name is. Brian says, what score is it? All I want is 3 points, Dundee United. Well, it's 0-0 at the minute. There's been one shot on target, Shankland with a little flick at the near post. That Walton was able to push behind for a corner kick. As it stands, 0-0, 8 minutes in, still relatively early in the game yet, but not a bad start to the first bit of competitive domestic football that we're going to see this season. Looking forward to a long season on the Matchday Tavern. We're going to be live every single day. We do about 40, 50 games a month. 40 to 50 watch-alongs a month. If you like watching football, give us a follow, give us a like and a sub, all that good stuff. Simansky, hey Key, Christian from Long Island. What do you think of Vinny coming to Arsenal? Let me know when it happens, mate. N9, this game is so open. Well, Dundee United are hitting Rangers over the top, little long balls over the top, and might just catch him out because they are playing quite a high line. And, Godfrey's not slow, but I also wouldn't say he's blessed with pace either. Godfrey and Fernandez, they could step up a bit too much and get Sapsford and Rose just in behind. Lachlan Rose got 18 goals and assists in 44 appearances for the Newcastle Jets in Australia over the last 18 months. Connor, nice summer, Key. Yeah, mate, absolutely great summer. How was yours? Owen says, the good news is Bordeaux aren't going bust, at least for this year. I'll stop going on about them if that's what people want. No, keep telling us, mate. I'm intrigued. We like covering lots of football games. I've just learned that Boa Vista have gone bump. Really gutted about that. I remember watching Boa Vista v Liverpool in the Champions League back in September. Someone told me it was September the 11th, 2001, the day of the Twin Towers. Dundee United strike, cleared away again. What the hell is that in the penalty area? It looks like someone just dumped a bin bag in the penalty area. What is that? Someone's got to come and clean that off the pitch. Did anyone see that then? It's gone up the other end now. It's back with the Rangers. Sorry, back with the Dundee United goalkeeper. But that looked... Let's see now. If it gets anywhere near the Dundee United penalty area. Or rather the Rangers penalty area. Let's see. Yeah, he has. He's just threw it off the pitch. I think Pander's just threw it off the pitch. But look, it genuinely looked like someone had ran on and just dumped a bin bag in the 6-yard box. It was a load of plastic flags. George, good evening, Taverners. My girlfriend is from the Rangers side of Glasgow, so I'm really hoping they win today. I'm going 1-0 Rangers. How is everyone? Good, mate. How are you? It's a corner to Rangers. Another one. Good bit of defending from Dundee United. Hopefully the Huns get beat tonight, Key. Galacticos Campos, sad about the fires everywhere. Very sad, yes. Very sad about Spain, and I think France as well is struggling with fires. When Boa Vista were owned by the same arseholes as us, but from what I heard, they got saved as loads of folk chipped in. Even Benfica are one of their biggest rivals. That was the last I heard. I hope that's the case. I'd like to see Boa Vista revitalised. Will, do you rate Pander, Key? To be honest, mate, I've not seen a huge amount of him. I remember him playing all right for Hull, but I haven't seen a huge amount of him to suggest that he's able to step up for Rangers and compete in Europe and all that. I mean, it's a completely different kettle of fish, isn't it, playing in the Championship to sort of the expectations that are going to be there for Rangers. He's still relatively young for a goalkeeper, though, of course. ZQXVK, have you ever watched Froholt? Yes, Victor Froholt. He's at Porto. In fact, I watched him live at Porto. I went out there to watch Porto. Yeah, he's very, very good. Talented player. United were looking at him, I believe. Sophie, what team do you support? I am a Liverpool fan for my sins, but don't hold that against me, Sophie. I love watching football. Rangers, far post, straight out of play. That free kick from Thilo Asgard. Not great. Not great. Needs to do better there, Asgard. What's the score? Score's 0-0. 13 minutes in. Dundee United 0. Rangers 0. We've had one One chance in the game, half a chance. Shankland, who is captain for Rangers, on his full debut. Ben, good to have club football back, Key. Do you reckon it's a matter of when, not if, Infantino goes now? Well, he should do. I mean, he's brought the game into disrepute, hasn't he, Infantino, now? I'm sorry, that's not good enough. If he's put a proposal out there to increase the World Cup from 48 to 64 teams, private investors would be the biggest beneficiary of that. So that's why he's floating it and trying to sell bits of the World Cup. It's going to make massive money, and who's going to benefit from that? Well, it's not going to be the fans, it's going to be him, private investors, brown envelopes, all that good stuff. So, yeah, and the fact that it's really, really powerful that the African Federation, the Asian Federation, UEFA, they've all unanimously kind of said, on your bike, we reject that. So that's good. It's not just UEFA standing on their own, it's all of the federations kind of collectively coming together and saying, no, this isn't going to be allowed to happen. So it's good. It's positive. It's the one thing you're kind of proud of as a football fan. Rangers in again up the other end here now. Terrible defending. Dundee United. Gassama. Strike. Shot on target again. Second shot on target of the game. It's a bit of a poor one from Naderi. And Gassama's still down. It's been kicked out of play by Dundee United. Gassama must have got a clout. He's holding his ear. Let's just watch this back. It was a nothing ball over the top. It was chased down by Naderi. He rolls it back. Gassama can't quite get... Oh, it's a bit of an elbow at the side of the head there. No, you're not going to get a penalty for it. He's looking at the ball. He's clumsy, but he's looking at the ball. No, I'm sorry, you can't have that. Can't be having penalties given for that. But he did get a little bit of an elbow to the side of the head there. Connor, I saw CONCACAF, AFC and CIF joined UEFA. That's good. What's your prediction for today's match? It's tough, that. Do you know what? I don't know. I can't honestly tell you that I'm really confident that Rangers are going to pick up the win. I mean, that's the obvious one, isn't it, to say that Rangers are going to come here and get a result. It's a Dundee United corner, is it? No, well scrambled away there. Good defending from Rangers. It was just about to go out. But yeah, it was a poor back half of the season for Dundee United. They finished, what was it, sixth, seventh, something like that. 6, 7. They finished quite a way down the table in the end anyway, so it wasn't a great season for them. Summer, obviously, they've brought in a couple of new attacking faces. So, positivity, but it's just whether or not that results in a significant improvement as far as Dundee United are concerned. It's going to be a free kick to Rangers and possibly a yellow card here for Aggie. No, referee says no. I thought that might have been a yellow card because Rangers were on the counter-attack there. Gassama was away. And Aggie with a bit of a cynical foul, to be honest. But he gets away with one there. Gets away with it. Welsh, what's your thoughts on the whole FIFA situation, Kate? To be honest, mate, it's really just... We've just kind of briefly talked about it. It's just standard FIFA looking out for their own interests and how can we squeeze more money out of football, and I don't think it's a smart idea. Is it? I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, you could look at it as a good thing that the World Cup goes from 48 teams to 64. An extra 64 teams get to experience, well, an extra 16 teams get to experience what the World Cup's like. I think we would all pretty much agree, oh, what a ball that is. Dundee United are in. What a tackle. Is it going to go for a corner? Oh, you numpty. Why have you kept that in? You could have let it go for a corner. Oh, that's terrible. That's got to be a free kick, ref, surely. Free kick and a yellow card for Rangers here. Got to be. Got to be. Why is he keeping his cards in a pocket, this ref? Great football. Lachlan Rose was in. Fabulous bit of defending from Fernandez. Oh, it's just poor, though. Really, really poor from Randall. The ball's going out for a corner. He doesn't need to stop it. Randall tries to keep it in with his left foot. His right foot slips from underneath him, and all he ends up doing is keeping it in for Rangers to clear it away. Romans is easy to get it away, but it ends up being a free kick for Dundee United on this right-hand side. Floated in, far post. It's going to be another Dundee United corner. Here we go. Connor, is Pandor playing in the Scottish League now? I thought he was still with Hull. No, this Rangers signed him for £7 million, mate. Yeah, it's pretty big, pretty big fee for a goalkeeper going to the Scottish League, really, isn't it? Ben, it'd be back to the top two that only qualifies if it goes to 64, I believe. I don't know. I mean, listen, like Cape Verde and Curacao and, you know, the new faces, Uzbekistan. I actually thought it was quite nice to see new countries at the World Cup. Does it dilute how special an occasion it is if you end up adding in another 16 teams? Maybe. I don't know. But I don't think the World Cup in any way was harmed as a spectacle by having Iraq and Curacao and Cape Verde there. Clips Market, apparently Slot was in contention for the Newcastle job and they went for Eisler. Well, more fool them then. More fool them. Eisler is... Oh, there's a sign for Harry Whitten and plenty of applause. Is that a Dundee United fan, legend? I'm guessing someone that's passed, sadly. Apologies for not knowing that. Let me Google it and we'll find out. Oh, God. Do you know what? I wasn't even aware of that. 11th of June, 2026, a teenage boy from Dundee has died while on holiday in Spain after a possible reaction to vape oil. He was in Benidorm with his girlfriend at the time. Harry Whitten, 18 years of age. Sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. Rest in peace, young Harry. And very nice touch that from Dundee United to do that. Can't imagine what his parents are going through. This charming Dan Key, you seem a bit desperate for the ref to get his cards out. You haven't done your usual and backed cards, have you? I haven't. Not tonight. I've stayed away. I've stayed away from cards and corners. I promise you. I'm nowhere near cards and corners tonight. Joe, life is short. Make the most of it. Well, life's short. Make the most of it. I agree. However, you know, well, there is no however to that. You're right. Life is short. Make the most of it. Key, apparently Eisler is a big fan of what? Bahoya and wants him. Please don't hijack this. No, Bahoya would be all yours. He's not a bad winger though. He did all right he was at Frankfurt, wasn't he? I think he played against Liverpool for Frankfurt. George, the role of FIFA president is 100% a subscription you buy like Netflix. Well, says my Liverpool workmates predict Raiola will be more experimental and risk-taking. They think Slot picked the same 11 last year and tired them out. I mean, he did. He stuck with the same 11 because he didn't trust the squad. And it's quite telling that Liverpool fans this summer are like, oh my God, we need like 7 new players because the squad's garbage. It's so thin. Yeah, I mean, I wonder why the manager kept picking the same players. And yet, if he'd have picked a load of academy players and kids and put them in and they'd flopped, then, you know, then he'd have got stick for not getting us in the Champions League. I actually think Arne Slot did a really, really good job last year for Liverpool, just getting us in Europe, getting us in the Champions League. That's how bad I thought we were. And I still think that's the case. We had loads of players who we needed to move on and still do need to move on. Loads of players we need to bring in if we have any hope of qualifying again. Dundee United are in again here. Great play. Sapsford. Ooh, he skied it on his left foot. Should do maybe a touch better there. Good little ball over the top. Again, those balls over the top are really, really catching Rangers out. In between the fullback and the centre-back. Godfrey a little bit all over the place there. And Sterling had to come back and get a good tackle in. Good bit of defending. Long ball again from Rangers this time, but Shanklin can't take it into feet. It's flopped in the English dictionary. Well, it needs to be. Certainly in the Matchday Tavern dictionary. Joe, who wins the Scottish League this year? I'd like to see. If it's not going to be... I'd rather Rangers win it than Celtic. Just to mix things up. And I'm saying that as someone who doesn't have any horse in the race. I'm no Celtic hater. And I don't love Rangers or anything like that. I just like a little bit of variety. So, I'd probably rather Rangers win it than Celtic just to mix things up. And I think Derek McInnes, to be fair, after last year, he did really well with Hearts. I'd like to see him get his hands on it. It'd be nice to see him get the results for all of his hard work last year. Good play by Dundee United again down the left-hand side. Good football. Stood up, far post. Again, how's that gone all the way through for a goal kick? Good defending from Gassama, getting all the way back to help out his fullback. Pete, I think Ramsey should have got some games last season. Nah, I disagree with you, mate. Calvin Ramsey couldn't get a kick for Kilmarnock up here. He couldn't get a kick for Wigan. He couldn't get a kick. If he can't get a kick for Wigan in League One and he can't get a kick for Kilmarnock and he can't get a kick for Bolton, then with the greatest of respect, and that's multiple managers have looked at you, including Klopp and Slot, have looked at you over a long period of time and gone, you're not good enough to play for Liverpool. You can't just be playing some guy because he says he's a right back. Calvin Ramsey's not good enough to play for Liverpool. He's not good enough to play for in the Premier League. He's not good enough to play in the Scottish League. And I don't think for 1 second when Calvin Ramsey leaves Liverpool, the only reason he's at Liverpool is because he's got a big contract. And I don't hate the lad for that. Fair play to him. We offered him a big contract to get him down from Aberdeen. He signed it. He stayed on that basis. But he's not a player that is going to do much after he leaves Liverpool. In my opinion, I'd be amazed if he's in League One. League One level, I think he will be. He'll be a couple of rungs below the Premier League at least. Welsh, I remember Freddie Ljungberg came in temporarily, was the one who got Saka, Martinelli, Maitland-Niles and Emi Martinez going because he didn't trust some senior players. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you're in as an interim, there's less pressure on you, isn't there, to be fair? You've not got the pressure of needing to get results. You're just in as a short term. So you can sometimes make some surprise changes. And it might help. Brendan, were you Slot in or out key, and what's your opinion on Arsenal? David Martin, come on Dundee United, McInnes, Shankland and Devlin should be ashamed of themselves for leaving Hearts in a mess. They have bad for Scottish football. Can you blame... I don't think you can blame them for moving on. I'd like to have seen him stay. I think we'd all like to have seen him stay, but, it's Rangers. I think the same way that when a player does well at Stuttgart or Hoffenheim or Hamburg, inevitably, as soon as they do well, it's Bayern Munich coming up and, eating them up. It's the same sort of thing in the Scottish Premier League. If a player does really well, then, Rangers and Celtic are going to come knocking. And as much as we'd all like to see him stay and challenge the status quo, I wanted Hearts to win the league last year. For the same reason I wouldn't mind Rangers winning it this year. Variety. I'd like to see something different. Terrible corner in again from Dundee United. Straight behind for the goal kick. That's poor. Pete, he played okay against Sunderland when he came on for Frimpong. I know, but that's It's pre-season. You can't put too much stock in pre-season. There's loads of players who've done quite well in pre-season historically for us, and they've been garbage. I remember Voronin. Do you remember Voronin? Andrei Voronin was banging. I think he got 3 or 4 in two consecutive games. He was like scoring hat-tricks in pre-season. As soon as he started in the Premier League, he couldn't kick straight. Absolutely garbage. Key, have you watched Braga, and how good is Hornacek, if so? We watched Braga home and away against Nottingham Forest, and Hornacek played. In fact, I think we watched home and away, and they played him in the group stage, didn't they? So I think we watched Braga 3 times last season. So I'm not going to sit here and say to you I specifically watched Hornacek, but I mean, yeah, they did all right. He did all right. He didn't necessarily stand out to me. We've watched a few Braga games, but I can't sit here and tell you that I've got a dictionary knowledge of, or an encyclopedic knowledge of Lucas Hornacek. But he wasn't remarkable, I'll say that. In those 3 games that we watched last season, he wasn't remarkable in either a good or a bad way. Scouser says thoughts on Soberslai, saying in the press conference if Maka comes back. Oh, I hope he's right. I really hope he's right. I'd like to see Maka leave. Good ball in from Rangers. Shankland header. Oh, big save again from Walton. Is he going to go for a corner? No, throw in. That was the big chance. There's the first big chance of the game. 29 minutes in. Shankland, both with the chances for Rangers. Big header, back across the face of goal. Side netting strike there from, I think it was Sterling at the back stick. But Walton making a big, big save there. Great ball in from Sterling. Shankland, was it Shankland who got his head on it? I think it was Naduri actually. Naduri gets his head to it, heads it back across goal, as all good attackers should know. Send it back where it came from. Just heard that, what I've said. I meant it strictly in a football sense before anyone gets going. Send the ball back where it came from. Wrong-footed the keeper. Great save from Walton, that. Arsenal winning the league would have been variety and different, but no. Well, they did win it. They've done it now. Here's Lachlan. Lachlan Rose has got to do better there. He's got to do better. That wasn't good enough. Got to hold the ball up a bit. It's kind of a B-Tech Haaland, the way he looks there, Lachlan Rose. He's literally got the Haaland man bun. Cracking tash, though. He's literally Scottish Haaland, isn't he? Even with the name Lachlan. Lachlan Rose, Scottish Haaland. 2 balls on the pitch here. Come on, ref, sort it out. Brendan, we all remember Voronin, Key, horrific player and horrific hair. Well, Lachlan Rose has got similar hair to Voronin. Clips Market, what midfielder do you want Liverpool to sign? I think Adam Wharton is probably one we will go and get if it transpires that it's going to be a corner to Dundee United. If it transpires that Curtis Jones is going, I think Adam Wharton will come in. Ben, it wasn't a Phoenix Knights reference. Send the buggers back. Foxy, Celtic will walk the league this season. No surprises with Hearts or others, sadly. No, I can't see it with Hearts now. They've lost too many players. And isn't it funny as well, by the way, Claudio Braga, I'm not sure if you saw his interview. Claudio Braga kind of subtly saying, you know, I've got ambitions and things like that. Maybe Braga might be looking to move on from Hearts as well. That'd be the hammer blow, wouldn't it? If the Jambos lose Claudio Braga, I think they might struggle a whole lot more. Oh, Brendan, don't start. Dundee United are playing good stuff right now. They are. Dundee United have actually been the better side in the last 10 minutes or so. They've got the ball in good areas, but still, again, not really converting the few chances that have come their way. Edge of the box, Sapsford can't quite get to it, and Devlin picks it up. All the way forward, here's Shankland. It's going to be a free kick to Rangers. Simon, how are you, sir? Very good, mate. I'm good, thank you. Galacticos Campos, I think Chelsea might win the Prem. I don't think they'll win the Prem, but I think they'll be a lot closer than they have been. Wouldn't be surprising if they maybe finish 3rd or 4th. They'll be up there this season. Long throw forward, flicked on by Naderi, and again, Dundee United easily clear it away. Corner to Rangers. Tilo Asgard goes over to take it. Dundee United drive forward. Again, Rangers just taking it too easily on the counter-attack. The final ball from Dundee United really just missing, really lacking. So easy for Rangers when they pick it up. Because they just know within 2 passes they're going to give it back to him. Strike! Oh, just wide. Good effort that from Sterling, cutting in onto his left foot. The right back. He got forward well there and they just kept backing off. Just kept backing off. And it's a good strike. Did it take a deflection? Don't think so. Oh, there was a claim for a handball there. That might have been a handball, but it was outside the area. Long throw up the touchline from Rangers into Shankland. Dundee United win it back again. It's a long ball over the top. Lachlan Rose, good goalkeeping from Pander to come out. Needed to be lively there to come out and claim that one. Ends up heading it out for a throw-in. Andrew, happy Arsenal won the league, eh? Delighted, mate. Absolutely delighted. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't wipe the smile off my face. 37 minutes on the clock, folks. Shahid, by the way, where is Shell? Haven't seen her for a while. I'm sure she'll be back very soon. She's, I think Everton have had a few pre-season friendlies the last few days. Hiller, hello, just popped in to hit the like button. Have a nice watch and chat. Cheers, Hiller, good man. Really appreciate that, mate. Sir, where's Reggie? I've not seen him in a while. He'll be back, I'm sure. Reggie will be popping back in, I'm sure, when Arsenal are on. I think he didn't quite like how it went at the end of the season. Strike! Oh, great effort. Great effort that from Diamand. He's been linked with a few Premier League teams. Diamand. Great football that from Rangers and a good left-footed strike. Didn't maybe worry Walton as much as I thought it did on reflection, but good effort there from Rangers just over the bar. Brendan, do you have a half-time quiz? I do. I mean, if Welsh has got one, I'll quite happily concede, but I have got one. Do I think Rangers will do it this year? I mean, they've got a chance. They've always got a chance. You can never rule Rangers out. It was a disappointing year last year, but yeah, they've always got a chance. Good ball down the right-hand side. Pull back. Must be. As in, it is. It's Dundee United 1-0. And it's Lachlan Rose. First goal in the Scottish Premiership is a Dundee United goal. And it's a terrible goal to concede. It's absolutely dreadful from a Rangers point of view. But it's 1-0. Good grief. Absolutely shocking defending at the back. And I swear to God, you could throw your cap on this. He doesn't even finish this, Lachlan Rose. It's a poor touch that actually puts it in the net. It's an absolutely dreadful touch. Derek McInnes' head sinks. It's absolutely shocking, this. I cannot tell you how bad this is. It's a great ball down the right-hand side. Randall pulls it back. It's a poor first touch. It's not a finish. It's a poor first touch from Lachlan Rose. Good ball back in from Randall. Oh my God. I can't tell you how bad that is. Oh no. Do you know what? Credit to Sapsford, actually. Credit to Sapsford, because it's a bit of a dummy at the near post from Sapsford. He steps over it, and Lachlan Rose, it's not a finish, it's a heavy touch, and it rolls in off the far post and in. Pander, what are you doing? I think the goalkeeper's got to get to it. The defender's certainly got to read it. It's a terrible goal to concede. He tried his best to miss that. Oh, show wisdom. Yes, yes, yes. You're a Celtic crazy. You mad Liverpool. I'm not Celtic crazy, I promise you. I've no axe to grind with Rangers. I don't like Celtic in any meaning. I don't hate them either, but I've no problem. I've not got a horse in the race when it comes to the Scottish Premiership. I am purely watching the game as a neutral. And I thought that was a mad, mad goal to concede from Rangers. I hope they turn it round. I quite like to see Rangers turn it round. I just want to see a good game of football. But 40 minutes, and I tell you what, it's not been a great half of football from Rangers, this. Dundee United have looked okay, considering they brought in about 10 free transfers and didn't spend any fees at all. Oh, is that true? Do you know what? I didn't know that. I mean, I've seen they've signed 2 of the front 3 are brand new, aren't they, from the Australian League? Or rather, no. Randall is from the Auckland. Is it Auckland City? Was it Auckland City he signed from? Auckland FC. Sorry, I apologise. So, Randall is from Auckland FC in New Zealand, and Lachlan Rose was from the Newcastle Jets in Australia. So, the 2 new signings have just linked up there for Dundee United to put them in front. And both, they cost nothing. Absolutely nothing. Great play. Randall has impressed me, I've got to say. On that right-hand side, he has done very well. Joe, how's it going, lad? How's it going? Milky Moo's in. Rangers crumbling again. Love to see it. Well, we're approaching half-time. It's not a good look for Rangers, this one. Nailed on for Celtic, says City of Northville. Again, don't be so sure. This will give encouragement to other teams. Nobody expected Hearts to go as strong as they did last season. I'm sure a few of the other teams who were kind of there or thereabouts last season will be thinking to themselves, you know, could we kick on with the right sort of signings? You'd never want to write them off. It was a bit of a weird a bit of a weird season rather in Scottish football last year. Listen, Motherwell have started well in Europe, haven't they? Can't rule out the well. Maybe Motherwell could be a surprise contender this year. Ball in the box for Rangers. Sterling stands it up. Oh, it's too easy again. 3 Rangers players all going for the same header. Just madness. Talk to each other, for God's sake. Celtic win it again this year easily. Worst season in a while and still win it. That's shocking. Who put that cross in? Oh, Diamand. He's just absolutely shanked it. He's shanklanded it. It's terrible. He's on the edge of the box. All he's got to do, it's a simple cross in that, and he's just shanked it behind for a goal kick. No pressure at all, Diamand. I've just tuned in. How's the game going? Really good. Yeah, really good. It's been a good watch so far. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. 1-0 Dundee United as we approach half-time. Don't forget, by the way, we're going to be live for Dundee at Celtic at Parkhead next week, Monday. Monday night, that one is, 8 o'clock. Dundee against Parkhead. Fucking hell, Key. Dundee against Celtic at Parkhead. So, yeah, we'll be live for that on Monday. We're live for Rangers next week in the Europa League. It's Wednesday night. They play Jagiellonia Bialystok. They've got to go to Poland. That's the next game, Rangers, in Europe for a big qualifier, a big leg away in Poland. And it's a 5 p.m. kickoff, that one. It's an early game, so we're going to be live at 4:45 for that one. Dundee United springing a shock on Rangers. Could the other Dundee get it against Celtic? Milky Moo, I'm actually watching Drogheda versus Shamrock Rovers. I'm just here for the crack. Good lad. Rangers driving forward. Good run. Strike. Is that Diamand again? No, Gassama. Gassama, the lad who I was gassing up just before kickoff, saying what a player. I do like Gassama. I think there is ability there. I do think there is, but he's got to do better there. Cuts inside, beats a couple of men. And just it's closer to the corner flag than actually the goal. 2 points for Wigan, that from Gassama. Not good enough. Not good enough. Derek McInnes has got his work cut out at half-time. When's the hydration break? Oh, thank God we've got none of that. Thank God there's no more hydration breaks. There's no VAR checking corners. There's no red cards for people covering their mouths anymore. All that has gone. But there is going to be VAR this season for checking yellow cards. I don't know if you saw that before kickoff. There we go. We've got 1 minute of added on time at the end of the first half. Drogheda, Key, really. Go on, how are you pronouncing it? Drogheda. I don't know how you pronounce it. I always thought it was Drogheda. Is it not Drogheda? Drogheda. I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce it. I gave it my best go. I've never watched them before. I don't know. I just thought that's how you'd have pronounced it. Yo, everyone. How are we all? Good to see you, Sonny. How's it going, mate? 10 seconds to half time. There you go. Lachlan Rose, delighted. Absolutely delighted as he walks off the pitch. It is Dundee United 1, Rangers 0. Who expected this? Crazy stuff. Right. I have got a halftime quiz for you. So, let's get ready for it. And it is Scottish related before you start. Before you shout at me and say, Key, keep it on trend. Make sure there's a theme at least. I've got your theme. And it is indeed Scottish related. So, I want you to tell me, it's quite a brief one. I don't know how quickly you'll get it, unless you Google. If you're a shitbag and you Google, then that's on you. Can you tell me the top 15 most expensive Scottish players in history? There's no, like, you know, prices, inflation, all that sort of stuff. It's just the actual value number in, well, no, it's in euros. It's not in pounds. the value, right? The value of the player at the time in pounds, in euros, whatever you want. Top 15 Scottish players in value. That's our halftime quiz. Let me just put it up on screen so people can see it. Halftime quiz. Top 15 most expensive Scottish players. There you go. In terms of transfer fees, not collective, not like multiple transfer fees. I'm talking individual, single transfer fees. And we're only talking, no, not Frank McAvenny. Doesn't count. Scott McTominay is right. Scott McTominay is number one, 30 million euros is right. Kieran Tierney, George, is second, 27. Craig Gordon, no, funnily enough, Craig Gordon doesn't quite make the list. He's probably just on the outside of the list. John McGinn, no. Ali McCoist, no. Stephen Fletcher, yes. Stephen Fletcher is seventh, 15 million euros. Not Tore Andre Flo, he's Norwegian. We're specifically talking for Scottish players. Billy Gilmour is right. Billy Gilmour is 8th, 15 million euros. By the way, Billy Gilmour was 15 million from... it was to Napoli, wasn't it? Napoli, that's where they signed him. Napoli paid 15 million for Billy Gilmour. Stephen Fletcher was to Sunderland, again, 15 million. Kieran Tierney was 27 million euros to Arsenal. Scott McTominay also to Napoli, 30 million euros. Duncan Ferguson, again, no, just outside the top 15. Same with Barry Ferguson. Not Andy Robertson, no, not Lewis Ferguson. Larson, not Scottish, famously. Aaron Hickey is correct. Yes, he's 10th, 14 million. Che Adams is right. Che Adams is 5th, 17 million. Not Ryan Christie, not Evan Williams, no. Not Charlie Adam, no. So far you've got McTominay, Tierney, Che Adams, Fletcher, Gilmour, Hickey. There is... I can give you some more. Do you want me to give you some clues? Any goalies? No goalies, no. Craig Gordon was just outside the top 15. Ben Doak is right. Ben Doak is third, 23 million to Bournemouth. Not James McFadden, no. Kenny Burns, Archie Gemmell. I mean, Archie Gemmell probably would have been there. I think he was fantastic. Alan Hansen, various others around that time. Could have. I'm talking just. We're not talking inflation. We're not talking any of that. Or Pat Nevin, no. Oliver Burke is right. Oliver Burke is 6th, also 15 million euros. Delbert Grady. You've always been the caretaker here. Not Bowie, no. McBurney, yes. Ollie McBurney, 19 million euros to Sheffield United. Che Adams was to Southampton, by the way. Oliver Burke was to West Brom. He also went to Leipzig for the same fee, by the way. So 15 million euros. Oliver Burke's technically in there twice, but he's only in the list once. Stephen Fletcher was to Sunderland. Gilmour to Napoli. Aaron Hickey was to Brentford. 14 million euros from... Was it Bologna? Was that where he was at, Aaron Hickey? A couple of other fullbacks in there as well. Ross McCormack, Dan, yes. Ross McCormack, 14 million euros to Aston Villa. Not Archie Gray, no. Nathan Patterson to Everton, yes. Nathan Patterson to Everton, 14 million euros. You've got 3 left to get. You've got 2 attacking midfielders, wingers, and a centre forward. They're the 3 left to get. Not John Greig, no. Should I just say a lot of Scottish players and hope for the best? Yeah, Kieran Tierney. The ones you've got, so you've got the top 11, basically. You've got Patterson. Also, there's 4 left, sorry. You've got a fullback, 2 attacking midfielders, and a centre forward left to get. You've got Patterson, Hickey, McCormack, Gilmour, Fletcher, Oliver Burke, Che Adams, Ollie McBurney, Ben Doak, Kieran Tierney, Scott McTominay. They are the 11 most expensive Scottish players in football history. This list sounds like money laundering. Snodgrass, Pete. Well done. Snodgrass is there. 12 million euros. Snodgrass signing for West Ham. 12 million euros, that one. There's one who signed for Middlesbrough for 12 million euros. There's one who signed for Newcastle for 12 million euros and one who signed for Tottenham for 12 million euros. So a Scottish player to Tottenham, a Scottish player to Newcastle and a Scottish player to Borough. They are your last three. McInnes is inept, says Perry. It's not a good start for him, is it? It's really not a good start so far. Rabsy Nesbitt. Oh, you know, I love Rabsy Nesbitt. I might get a string vest on the next time we're doing the Scottish Premiership. Get a string vest and some cans in, some tins in. Get Jamesy on. Ash, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Right, the three that's left. So you've got a right back, a Scottish right back who played for Spurs. He also played for Villa. That's your first clue. Alan Hutton, well done. Alan Hutton is correct. There's one. Jordan Rhodes, correct. Jordan Rhodes, 12 million to Middlesbrough. And one more. Scottish winger. I think he's still playing. Did he play at the World Cup? He might have done. I don't know. No, he didn't. He didn't, but he was at Newcastle for a long time and Bournemouth as well. Kieran Allen, Van Dijk to Liverpool, lad? Well, Van Dijk didn't go to Liverpool. He went to Southampton first. Begbie. Nobody move. This wee lassie's been glassed and no leaves till we find out what did it. See how I edited myself there? Not John McGinn. Matt Ritchie, well done. Good shout. Wasn't Ryan Fraser, no, it was Matt Ritchie. So there you go. That's your half-time quiz, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We do one of them pretty much every game. We try to, anyway, when Welsh is pulling his finger out, Welsh wing. But tonight I did it. And we've got top 15 most expensive Scottish players in football history, which is crazy considering there's only 3 who are over 20 million. It's kind of a damning indictment of Scottish football, isn't it, that? There's only 3 players that have made it over 20 million quid. That's bad, that. Anyway, there you go. The top 15 most expensive Scottish players in history. I guess with inflation, that kind of rules out all the very best Scottish footballers. You know, your Ali McCoists from the 90s, and Gary McAllister was a wonderful Scottish... There's loads of great Scottish footballers over the years, but obviously that was when the prices were a little bit more reasonable, like. Anyway, it's Jordan Rhodes. I don't think the Scottish accent's going to help views, is it? Jordan Rhodes is 15th. Then it's Snodgrass 14th. Ritchie's 13th. Matt Ritchie, that is. 12th is Alan Hutton. 11th, Nathan Patterson, 14 million euros from Rangers to Everton. Aaron Hickey, 14 million euros, Bologna to Brentford, is 10th. Ross McCormack, 9th. Billy Gilmore, 8th. Stephen Fletcher, 7th. Oliver Burke, 6th. He always did well in Germany, didn't he, Oliver Burke? I was always surprised when he never quite kicked on when he came back to England with West Brom. But he was great in Germany. Che Adams is 5th. Ollie McBurney, 4th. Ben Gannon Doak, 3rd, 23 million. The third most expensive Scottish player in football history. Ben Gannon Doak, 3rd. Kieran Tierney, perennially injured. Kieran Tierney, 2nd. And Ballon d'Or challenger, Scott McTominay, 1st. Dan Neil's coming on, says Stephen Murray. That wouldn't be a bad surprise, a big surprise. I think just to sort of shore things up in midfield, he'll be a smart move, that, from McInnes. Wonder who else he might bring on. Looking at the benches, by the way, they have got options, certainly Rangers. You know, Miovski's probably a player they'll look to call upon, I'm sure. Maybe Chimiti as well. Chimiti had a very decent season last year for Rangers. 20 goals and assists in 30 appearances. He did well coming up from Everton. So could Chimity be the answer if they are going to maybe throw him on alongside Shankland or maybe in place of? Shankland hasn't done a huge amount in the first half. Maybe they'll throw on the young lad, the young Serbian they've just signed, Vanja Dragojevic, just brought in from Partizan Belgrade. High expectations for him. I've heard good things about Dragojevic. 20 years of age. Could maybe come in and spring a bit of a shock for Rangers. Wouldn't be a shock, but you know what I mean? Turn the game around. Sligo, no indictment, just shit, gross commercialisation. Well, yeah, okay, I'll take that. I accept that. I much preferred to see Scottish football when it was how it was in the 90s and the noughties, when it was really, really competitive in Europe. You had great players going over there. Henrik Larsson was unbelievable, and you know, remember Laudrup, and just some fantastic players in the Scottish Premiership back then, and always a great watch. Dundee United 3-1, says Sligo boy. Brendan, sick note Tierney's accumulated more in physio costs than most of that combined. And George, can we go back to when money wasn't everything in football? Even the mid-2000s was brilliant. Well, I agree with you. I much preferred when you could get a player for a reasonable price. But then again, Christ, football, tickets. How much are tickets nowadays? You should be able to get dad and lad tickets. £5 on the door. Get in. Can't do that now. Got people flying in from all over the world for games. I always remember that. My dad always remember. I think it was Man United against. I can't remember who it was. It was a game at Old Trafford. It was a nothing game. It was like an early Carabao Cup game, and someone had genuinely flown over with a suitcase, and they were flying over from, I want to say Moscow. I think they'd flown over from Moscow, and they left the game at half time because they had to catch their flight back. They had a suitcase with them. They'd come to watch Man United, and they emptied the club shop. They'd basically bought everything in the club shop, and they went back at half time. Fly all the way over for a game and left. Crazy. Oh, show tourist fans. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't really dig them out because ultimately they've boosted the game as well in their own way, and that's why the Premier League is maybe the best league in the world or the most watched league in the world. That's why it's the commodity it is. But there's a strong case to say that the alienation of local fans and its lack of availability for tickets and all that's damaged the atmosphere as well. So I agree with you. There's pros and cons to everything. Oh, show English football, no heart. Premiership, maybe, no heart. Or Premier League, no heart. I would agree with that. Championship League 1, League 2, National League. Honestly, the standard and the you can still go and watch a game in the Championship and it feels like it used to. I really like watching the Championship. League 1, League 2, National League 2. One and only. What do you think of Hearts' chance for the Scottish Premier League? I don't fancy him, mate, I'll be honest. Can't see it. It still beats watching a full game in Moscow. Right, here you go. Dan Neil is coming on. Any other changes for Rangers? Chimity as well. There you go. Chimity and Dan Neil. The two changes we talked about are exactly what's happening. Gassama off. Naderi off. So they're going 4-4-2. They've gone the old Mike Bassett. Derek McInnes. We're going 4-4-2. The Shuff. Are you okay, fella? Very good, sir. How are you, mate? Very good. Pete, all the Scots we've had over the years would have blown all of those transfers out the window. Yeah, I mean, you think of, Andy Robertson, Gary McAllister. I've Christ, even Dominic Matteo. Some great Scottish players play for Liverpool. Chermissy. Hey up. Dan Neil number 6, Chermissy number 9. 6 and 9 coming on. Grow up. Grow up the Purrier. Shahid Carabao Cup first round tomorrow. Live watch along key. It is indeed. Yes, let me change that back to change the headline back to that, because that is right. We are going to be doing Tranmere versus Rochdale in the Carabao Cup tomorrow. 3 o'clock kickoff. Okay. Big second half. Show racism the red card. Couldn't agree more, Sky Sports. Ian Crocker and James McFadden. James McFadden was always... They're on commentary tonight. James McFadden was always a very tidy player in the Premier League. I always like Naismith. I always thought he was incredibly underrated, Naismith. Did well for Everton. Scored a lot of good goals for Everton. Ryan, new season, same old Rangers up the Celts key. Rangers not started the second half that well, to be honest. 3 cheers for Ramirez. Tell you what, if you don't win player of the tournament, then there's no justice. Here you go, ball's played all the way back to Panda. And he knocks it very long, but great header at the back. Big Forbes getting up and beating Chermissy in the air. Do you think we get a Grimsby shocker in the Carabao Cup this season? Hey, I wouldn't be so sure. You've always got a Carabao Cup always tends to produce mad results. So yeah, it'd be good if we did get another Grimsby. Maybe exactly the same. Grimsby again against Man United. The repeat. Yellow card for Dan Neil. He's only been on the pitch 30 seconds. Yellow card straight away. Absolutely flew into the tackle there. Was it Aggie? Oh, yeah, that is naughty. Oh, hey. Welcome to Scottish football. Dan Neil leaves one on the Dundee United midfielder there. He's only a young lad, Aggie, isn't he? He's only 21. Came to Dundee United from Ashdod in Israel. Before that, he was playing for Security Systems in Botswana. Yes, there is indeed a team called Security Systems in Botswana. That is where he was playing in 2025. That's crazy. He played for Dreams. There's a club called Dreams in the Ghanaian Premier League. He then moved to Security Systems in the Botswana Premier League before getting a move to Ashdod in Israel. And now, at 21 years of age, he's playing against Rangers at Tannadice for Dundee United. What a journey that young man's been on. What a journey indeed. Joel says, what is Liverpool's worst result in the Cup in terms of the gap between the two teams? Whew. Do you know what? I couldn't tell you. Oh my God, Dundee United in again here. Great football. Gives it away too cheaply. Here's Chermissy. Chermissy knocks it wide. Tilo Asgard, is it? Picks it up on this left-hand side. This is a pre-season friendly, right? Not quite. No, it is indeed the first game of the new season, and Rangers need to step it up. Cleared behind there by Dundee United. It was Esselink, I think. That's not his name. Esselink is his name. Volleys it behind for a corner to Rangers. Tilo Asgard, right-footed. Far post, headed back across goal. Chance. Scramble in the 6-yard box. Oh, Dundee United just scramble it away. For a moment there, it looked like it was dropping to a Rangers body. It's going to be another corner on the right-hand side this time. Esselink again, heading it away. Look at that, just a scrappy nothing in the 6-yard box. It fell to Chimiti there, who's already making a nuisance of himself in the opening 5 minutes. I feel like Chimiti's done more in the opening 5 minutes of the second half than Shankland was able to do. He was a bit isolated in the first half, the skipper. Corner from Asgard. It's going to be another corner on the other side now. Bombarded by corners here, Dundee United. Swung in, header from Chimiti. Straight at the keeper. Oh, it was Fernandez. Sorry, it was Fernandez who got his head on that one. Fernandez header straight at the keeper. Parried away by Walton, but just able to recover it. It was a bit of a tame header, actually. Should do better there, I would say. Rangers are a lot more direct, though, in this second half. Already you can see it. They're not afraid to go long and direct into Chimiti and ask him to pick up those high balls. Maybe asking the likes of Asgard and Shankland to get around him. Strike from Asgard! What a save! Oh, it's an absolute perler. 25 yards out, Asgard. It was rocketing in the top corner, that one. But what a save from Walton. Does well. Good effort. Yeah, big save. Maybe a Hollywood save. Not sure he needed to dive to that one, actually. It wasn't quite top corner, but it was a good effort, that, from Asgard. Did well there. Here we go. It's going to be another Rangers corner. It's been the 4th or 5th corner in the second half for Rangers. They're averaging a corner every minute. Terrible corner. Straight to the near post. Easy clearance for Dundee United, that one. Far too easy. But it's been a positive start to this second half already for Rangers. Dundee United again just scramble it away. Here's Sapsford now on the counter. Lachlan Rose. Offside. Got to keep yourself on there, son. Better defensive, better offside lines over here than there is in the Aussie League. Oh, it's terrible. Rangers are in. Must be this time. This time must be. Oh, off the line. Oh, it's Forbes. Do you know what? And again, Diamand. He's got to score that. That's not good enough from Rangers. Is it offside? I think it might have been. Lovely little incisive pass down that left-hand side. I think it was... Who is it who gets it? Oh, he is offside. He is offside. Chimiti got in down that left-hand side and he plays it. He ends up hitting it at the keeper, I think. Yeah, hits it at the keeper and it rolls across the line almost. And Diamand is flying in. All he's got to do is hit it in the roof of the net, really, rather than low. And he hits it straight at Forbes, who clears it off the line. But it was offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. So, irrelevant. But you would still expect him to finish it. Rangers now getting some joy with Chimiti down that left-hand side. Is it going to be a corner? Esselink again doing really good work defensively. Chimiti not getting much change out of him. He's having a good day. Very, very good day. He's doing well, Esselink. I like him. He's impressed me today already. Big Dutch centre-back, Bert Esselink. Signed from Stal Mielek as a free agent. Again, a free transfer. Dundee United done very, very well with those free transfers, haven't they? Signed him from Stal Mielek in Poland. Maybe didn't play as much as you would have liked him to play as well last season. He wasn't in the squad or he was on the bench for most of the season. But yeah. Done well today. Done very well, Esselink. Diamand is dug meat. He's not. Yeah, he's not. He's not been very good today at all. There was times where he was linked to quite a few clubs in the Premier League. I remember Everton. I think Everton were looking at Diamand at one point. Hopefully they get him. Hey, what about Mudryk as well, by the way? I don't know if people have seen the news about Mikhailo Mudryk. He's been cleared of his allegation, the drug allegation, all that stuff has been cleared. He's now able to play for Chelsea again, and he's already gone out there to the tour. So, that's a foul and a yellow card. Surely, referee. Definite yellow card, this for Dundee United. Yeah, it's easy, that one. Oh, hey, there's handbags. Handbags on the halfway line. It's Vico Savell gets the yellow card for dragging down Diamand on the counter-attack. Yellow cards flying in. Stephen, cancelled Sky to listen to you this season. Great commentary and chat. Oh, Stephen, what a guy. Yeah, you might regret that. I hope you don't, but I'll be here for you, mate. We're going to be watching all the big games throughout the season. We're going to cover a lot of different leagues as well. Scottish Premiership, Championship, League 1, League 2, National League. Quite a bit of the Premier League, I'm not going to lie. We will do Premier League most weekends. But we'll be doing Champions League, Europa League, Conference League as well. Messi Mudryk is back. ZQXV, key. Any clubs desperate for a keeper who can take Pope? Do you know, I think Pope would do well going up to Scotland. Might sort of reinvigorate his career in the same way that it did for Butland. Rangers strike 1-1. There you go. It's been coming. Tilo Asgard takes it down, and a fabulous finish, that one. It's 1-1 Rangers. It's not 1-1 Rangers, it's 1-1. Rangers back in it. Derek McInnes gives a big fist. But do you know what? It's been a very, very good start to the second half from Rangers. Whatever McInnes said at half-time, it's worked. He's done well there. They've really got up and at Dundee United, and they've looked a little bit shaky since that second half started. Really good play from Shankland, making a nuisance of himself. But what a touch and what a finish from Asgard that was. Lovely little takedown there. That's brilliant. Rawlins couldn't get anywhere near him. And then left-footed, fires it in the top corner. No chance for Walton. And McInnes giving it the old fist pumps. McInnes is happy. 1-1. Very good goal from Tilo Asgard. And we are back. We are so back. Kieran, I've got 2-1 to United at 38. Nice, right? I'm rooting for you, mate. Hopefully we see more goals in this one. Where's Milky now? They're in again. Lachlan Rose, Dundee United. Whoa, nearly 2-1. Good defending from Ben Godfrey. It's going to be a corner to Dundee United. Straight up the other end. It's been a good game, this. Dundee United out of nowhere in that first half took the lead. Rangers have started the second half very, very much the stronger team. They've levelled it up. Dundee United not sleeping. Straight back up the other end. And it's back to it. They have got a corner kick. Could they knock the wind out of Rangers? Most dangerous time to concede just after you've scored. Edge of the box. Strike! Oh, it's going to be another corner, is it? Oh, no. Rangers just about keep it in. Long throw up the touchline. Rangers again now trying to drive forward, but again, heavy touch takes it out for a throw into Dundee United. ZQXV wouldn't believe it. They've signed Bruno every day since the window opened. Oh, listen, again, believe it when you see it. Don't be getting all excited. Let them have the moment. Let them have their moment. There's plenty of new. I still don't believe a word of it. Don't believe a word of it. Hand of Arsenal's always, no, he's not, mate. No, he's not 100% bang on. He's got plenty of things wrong as well. He might be tier 1 sources, but listen, again, nobody's saying for 1 minute that Vinny's not encouraging Arsenal. Of course he's encouraging Arsenal. His whole job is to encourage Arsenal. He's got to encourage the bid, isn't he? Because if he gets the bid, then that's what he goes back to Real Madrid with. He needs to get Arsenal, like, biting. Ferry is down in the area for Dundee United. He's got a back injury. Has he been winded? Matthias Fernandez Pardo looks likely to leave Lille this summer. Top clubs preparing an offer. Liverpool have been linked with him. Oh, yeah, Ferry did get... did he get stamped on there by accident? Either way, free kick to Dundee United. Goalkeeper to take it. Oh, no, sorry, free kick to Rangers. Sorry, it's Panda who's going to knock it long. Lost me bearings then. Rangers driving forward. Over to the right-hand side. Dragged it back. Edge of the box. No, Dundee United out for a throw-in. James Vinny also posted Rock National photo. It's 100% happening. Hey, well, listen, if it does, come back and give me shit. Something tells me, though, that when it doesn't happen, I won't see you again. I think Bruno will go, Joe. I think Bruno will end up at Arsenal, but I don't think Vinicius will. I think it's really, really likely that Vinicius Jr. is going to... He's going to get the deal that he wants at Real Madrid. They want to keep him. They've literally just 6 months ago sacked a manager to keep Vinicius Jr. They aren't sacking Xabi Alonso if they know that Vinny's going anyway. They're not bothered. Xabi Alonso was doing all right. They sacked him because Vinny was being a prick behind the scenes and said, I'm not signing a new contract if he's still the manager. So they sacked him. They sacked him. They ain't sacking him if they decide that, oh, actually, we're not going to give Vinny what he wants. I'm telling you, Vinicius Jr. will sign a new contract with Real Madrid. It's happening. It's happening. Vinny Jr. showing Arsenal a bit of leg to get more cash. That's what it is. It's absolutely right. That's exactly what it is. James, you're all in denial. John definitely won't go. Vinny's being a baby to get a bigger contract. I just don't believe it. I don't believe for 1 second that he's that bothered about going to Arsenal for an extra few million quid. It's Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Ben Godfrey has been subbed off here by McInnes. Interesting change. Ross McCrory comes on. This charming Dan, I think Arsenal have more chance of signing me than they do Vinny Jr., but I'm not available. What if they offered you 100% image rights though, Dan? Arsenal won't pay the wages Vinny wants anyway. Well, again, he's on about 400 grand at Real Madrid. The Arsenal would have to pay 450, maybe 500 get him. Oh, Ben Godfrey's in tears here. Is he injured? Why is he going off? It must be an injury for Ben Godfrey. He's literally walking off the pitch in tears. Walking down the tunnel. He's not even staying in the stands on the touchline to support his teammates. Straight down the tunnel. Doesn't look like he's in pain. But then again, it could be a bit of a tweak or something in his hamstring, who knows. But he has had some injury issues recently, Ben Godfrey. Would be disappointing if he has a setback this early. Joe, I'm excited to see who Eisler is going to bring in when we're moving away from youth now. I wouldn't be so sure about that, Joe. He's not even appointed yet, is he? Let's get him through the door first before you decide exactly what strategy he's going to take. Ferry with a long throw forward for Dundee United. If Vinny Jr. was going to head to the Prem, it would not be to Arsenal. That's ridiculous, says Milky Moo. I just don't think he'd leave Real Madrid. It's not that I think he wouldn't go to Arsenal. I genuinely just don't think he'll leave Real Madrid. He's got everything he wants at Madrid. He's made it clear every time he spoke about where he wants to be. Listen, his obsession is with the Ballon d'Or. He wants to win the Ballon d'Or, Vinny. And he ain't going to win the Ballon d'Or at Arsenal. And it's not even a dig at Arsenal. He's just not going to win the Ballon d'Or if he's not at a Real Madrid. He's not going to win it. At Real Madrid, he might be the number one guy, and if Real Madrid were to do well this season under Mourinho, yeah, I also don't think for 1 second people make out the whole racism thing with Prestiani last year. Why would he want to stay and play for Mourinho? That's nonsense. Mourinho doesn't even get appointed Real Madrid manager unless Vinicius has been spoken to. The players get pulled in a room before they appoint any manager. The big leadership group in a room, especially at Real Madrid with the big egos, who've just sacked Alonso for that reason, they'd have all been pulled into a dressing room and said, listen, what do you think of Mourinho for next season? Strike from Rangers, straight at Walton again, too easy. Joe says, Key, come on, man, it's practically done. It might be practically done. I guess what I'm saying is, even if it is practically done, you nor I know what his transfer strategy is going to be. I'm fairly confident that Eddie Howe didn't want to target youth. So I think you're wrong, mate. I don't think Eddie Howe wanted to target the players that you've got. I don't think it's his doing, is it, that you've signed Stur and Jowan and all these Bazamana Toure and Alaji Bamba. These aren't players that Eddie Howe necessarily wanted. These are part of a broader transfer strategy at Newcastle. I don't think for 1 second that Eisler comes in and all of a sudden starts signing 25, 26-year-olds who are ready now. Nah, you're going to keep signing young players. Pete, why would you leave Madrid? Hot, beautiful, for piss down rain and congestion charges. Yeah, for the stab capital of the world. ZQXV, apparently Froholt might be on his way to Newcastle. That would make sense. And again, it's another young player, another youth signing. That would make sense for Newcastle. I could see Froholt coming, for sure. Dundee United knock it long. It's got a bit more open this game since the equaliser. Dundee United it feels like when they got in at half time, I'm pretty sure they've kind of had a conversation. And almost certainly there's been an element of Jim Goodwin maybe saying, lads, let's just drop 10 yards. Let's drop 10 yards, try and play on the counter. We don't need to get out of our own half, just frustrate them. And Rangers have bombarded them and managed to get that equaliser through a really good goal from Asgard. But now Dundee United have stepped back out a bit. They've actually pushed Rangers back, and they've got a free kick here in a really dangerous position. Good ball in. Panda punches it out, edge of the box. Agye gives the ball away. That's not good enough. And now Rangers counter. McCrory. Good ball down the touchline. Out for a throw-in. Too easy. Take it easy, George. Have a good one, mate. See you soon. Switch your play from Rangers to nobody. Out for a throw-in on that far side. Oh, it stays in. Well, Kept it in for a goal kick. Silly. Big last 20 minutes at Tannadice. And Dundee United about to make the second change. Sorry, Esselink went off for Yuri Yovu, the Moldovan. He went on about 5 minutes ago. Forgot to tell you that, sorry. Second change is going to be Daniel Benny, the young 20-year-old. Again, another Australian. Lachlan Rose is going to come off, the goal scorer for Dundee United. One Australian replaces another. And Daniel Benny, who is on loan from QPR, played 17 games for QPR last season, scored once, got one assist, and here he is. Oh, there's Ben Godfrey. He's back out, and he is limping a little bit, so there you go. We've got our answer. Ben Godfrey changing his kit and back out to support his teammates for the last 20 minutes, but an injury. Disappointing for Ben Godfrey, that, because at one point, it's really not that long ago that Godfrey went for, was it 26 million that Everton paid for him from Norwich? He was highly regarded. Didn't quite work out. Rangers dancing around the edge of the box. Losing it too easily. And Dundee United come away with it. Good play. John, I think even if Vinny doesn't go to Arsenal, they still walk the league. They should do, I agree. Yeah, even if Vinny doesn't go to Arsenal, and he won't, they'll still walk the league. Yeah, they have to. They have to. It'll be an embarrassment if they don't walk the league. ZQXV, Froholt, Bahoya, and Hornacek. I mean, that's all a very similar type of transfer strategy, isn't it? They're all quite young. Shahid, he was a very good player and midfielder. Midfielder? Venegor Hesselink wasn't a midfielder. He was a striker. Born in between two farms. That's why his name was Venegor Hesselink. They were the two farms, Venegor and Hesselink. Jan Venegor Hesselink. That's my only Dutch. My little Dutch thing I can give you. Diego Salcedo. Good to see you, Diego. Will Rangers win from Argentina? Hola, amigo. First off, will Rangers win? I don't think so, no. I think Dundee United are pushing. They've got a corner kick here, Dundee United. Corner kick, and Agui is pushing forward. It's going to be a cross from the right-hand side. Headed back in, and it's going to be another corner on the far side. Rangers. Oh, Sapsford couldn't keep it in. Referees give a goal kick. Good little play, that, though, from Dundee United. Did well. ZQXV, who do you think we should sign at the back here? You need full-back cover and a centre-half. Full-back cover. I mean, it depends if Lewis Hall is going. Apparently, you're targeting Anthony Robinson from Fulham. If Lewis Hall is going United, I really hope not. Jed Spence. Yeah, Jed Spence to Newcastle would make sense. Makes sense. Jed Spence. Hey. Stephen can see Celtic cruising to the title. I mean, this game's not going to fill Rangers fans with too much confidence. The performance hasn't been brilliant, but, it's early days under Derek McInnes. The big test is still to come. Be interesting to see how they do in Europe in midweek. Obviously, they've got Jagiellona Białystok in Poland on Wednesday night. Well, Wednesday evening. It's a 5 o'clock kickoff, that one. I'll be live at 4:45 to watch that one if you want to join me. It's gone behind for another corner. Chimiti causing trouble again. I like Scalvini and Says. Yeah, Says from Bruges would be a fantastic signing for Newcastle if you can get him. Tilo Asgard goes over to take the corner on the opposite side, the right-hand side this time, in swinger. His corners from the other side haven't been very good. They've never beat a first man. But he scored a really good goal tonight, Asgard. Good ball in. And it's back out. Well, I nearly made the corner taker, but no, it's all the way back with Rangers I'm back with Panda in the goal. Osho, Rangers will get pumped in Poland. Let's see. 3-star calling it a night, everyone. See you all tomorrow for some Carabao Cup football. Please hit the like and sub if you haven't done already to help Key Inc. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. What a guy, 3-star. See you soon, mate. And I absolutely will get that Fantasy Premier League set up tomorrow so we can do our teams tomorrow. If you want to join that, good ball through. Oh, Panda sharply off his line. I tell you what, that's been one thing he has been very impressive with tonight, Panda. Been very, very good. Quick off his line. It's been good for him tonight, that. He's pushed forward well when he's needed to. He's not stayed flat on his line. It's going to allow Rangers to push forward a little bit more, that, knowing that they've got a goalkeeper who is prepared to quickly come out of the edge of his box and defend like a sweeper. That's exactly what you want to see from a manager's point of view. It allows your defensive line to be a touch higher, squeeze the opposition a bit more. Thoughts on Vinny to Arsenal, personal terms just being agreed. Again, that means absolutely nothing. The fact that even if that's true, even if it is true that Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Vinny, I am absolutely guaranteeing you 1,000,000% he has no intention of joining Arsenal at this specific moment in time. All he's doing is it's almost like a receipt. Well, this is what Arsenal are prepared to offer me. This is what they're offering me. Here you go. You guys need to get me closer to that. There's no way he leaves Real Madrid. No way. Absolutely no way. Astonishing that they're getting all excited about it. It's not happening. ZQXV, we had them with Manzambi, and you saw what happened there. Oh, world, you aren't following the story. Madrid have said they're not improving their offer. Oh, I must have missed that statement from Madrid. Yeah, I must have missed that. I must have missed the statement where Madrid put out and said, we are not improving our offer. Again, mate, that's a negotiation tactic. Do you know how many people have said, I'm not buying it? Do you know how many people have said, I am not buying what you're selling? Whatever it might have been. Have you ever been to a car showroom and bought a car? If you go to a car showroom and you're trying to negotiate for a car, what's the first thing you say? Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. We're all right. We'll leave it. That's the best thing you can say. The absolute best thing you can say if you're buying a car or a house or anything. Nah, I think we'll look elsewhere, actually. That's the first thing any player's going to do when he's actually wanting to stay at Real Madrid. He's going to tell Real Madrid he's got an agreement elsewhere. Come on. It's negotiation 101. It surprises me that Chelsea haven't gone in for Vinny. Christ, they've got more wingers than they've got hot dinners, staff. They've just overloaded with wingers, haven't they? You might want to get yourself onto Twitter. Well, go on. What's been said on Twitter? What's been said on Twitter that... Oh, that's a shocking tackle. That's an absolutely dreadful tackle. Yellow card for Sterling. He's just flew into the new sign. Well, not the new signing. Sorry, the new sub who's just come on, Benny. He's just absolutely caved him in. Sterling booked. Free kick to Dundee United. 78 minutes on the clock. Oh, claim for the handball. Rangers just about scramble it away. And Dundee United head it back into the box. It's all a bit head tennis at the minute. Neither side get the ball on the deck. Come on. Like Sunday League stuff, this. Oh, world. Okay, how about this? Do you fear Vinny at Arsenal? No. What a touch that is. Oh, that was nearly Bergkamp-esque against Argentina. Unbelievable first touch, that one from Shankland. but couldn't quite bring it down the second. Couldn't do the second bit. Great. It was a lovely long ball over to that far side, exactly like Bergkamp in 1998, if you remember that. Great bring down from Shankland, but just couldn't quite get it back inside onto his left foot. What's Kieran saying? Sarah, should I cash? Oh God, yeah, I would say if you've got 2-1, then yes. If you can get a decent return on that, I would, yes. Because I think 1-1 might finish this way now. I'm not sure I will see another goal tonight. Should we sign up Salah as he's a free agent, Key? Don't start, Brendan. Don't wind me up. Don't wind me up. He won't get a kick for these. Mo Salah. Oh, that's dreadful from Dundee. This has been really, honestly, when it comes to actually just like final ball, it's been really, really good game. It has been a good game. But as soon as they get into a position in the final third, either team, the quality has been so lacking. Like heavy touches and, passes straight to the opposition and just every team, both teams are just at the point of 2 or 3 passes and they've lost it. There's been no sort of, it's all been very disjointed. No sort of cohesive play at all in the final third. Oh, I tell you what, that might be a red. If there was a VAR on that, I tell you what, Ross McCrory, lucky boy, he gets a yellow card. That's a nasty tackle. There's been 2 bad tackles in this game. Dan Neil on Aggie and Ross McCrory on Ferry there. That was a really, really bad tackle. Lucky boy. Another booking for Rangers. Ferry's back up on his feet anyway. Long ball forward from Dundee United. And again, it's a bit of a kick and chase. That's all it seems to be from Rangers. As soon as they win it back, they're just not really able to keep hold of the ball. Let's see how long the teams... Again, we'll do this exercise. See how long the teams hold on to it now from the goalkeeper. 3 passes from Dundee United. There you go, straight out of play. Goal kick for Rangers. Pander plays it out. Let's see how many passes Rangers get here now. Sub for Rangers, Cammy Devlin off. Findlay Curtis coming on. Promising young player Findlay Curtis. Did well last season. Be good to see him kick on this year and continue his development. Goal kick for Rangers. How long are they going to keep it? I think, I'm going to call it now, less than 5 passes. Oh, he's gone long. Gives it away, straight away. Dundee United pick it up. 2 passes for them. Lose it. Rangers, here we go. 1 pass. Knocks it out for a throw-in. It's dreadful. It's truly dreadful. Fernandez straight out for a throw-in. Derek McInnes pulling his hair out. He's got more hair than me, but he's pulling his hair out. Take it easy, Sarah. Have a good one. See you soon, lovely. This charming Dan, it's a shame you didn't have cards and corners tonight. There's been some dodgy tackles. There hasn't there? Could have done with cards and corners tonight. Yeah, been plenty of corners. How many have we had tonight, corners-wise? 15! 15 corners, and we're on 4 yellow cards so far. Got to back heavy corners and at least over 3.5 cards. Rangers cross. Too heavy. He's got lead in his boots. And here's Ferry down the left-hand side. Great tackle. And Dundee United win it back. Great football. What a pass that is. Go on, lad. He's in. It should be 2. Oh, you donkey. You absolute donkey. Oh, that's a massive chance. Dundee United, 1-on-1 with the keeper. You've got to score it. Oh, I can't believe what we've just seen. I cannot believe what we have just seen. That is absolutely appalling. It's Randall, the young lad who they've just signed. from New Zealand. He was in. He's had a great game, you know. He's had a really good game, Jesse Randall. This is his debut for Dundee. Or his full debut, anyway. His full debut for Dundee United, I apologise. Full debut for Dundee United. And he's had a really, really good game. He's got an assist. He's arrived on a free from Auckland FC in New Zealand. It looks like it's going to be a smart sign in that one. But when you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper in the final 5 minutes of the game at Tannadice, oh, you can't afford to do that. He's tried to do some stupid little Panenka thing over the goalkeeper, and Pandur has just read it, and he just catches it in his hands. You've got to smash that. And Goodwin, look how disappointed Goodwin is there. Oh, lad, you've got to do better. You've got to do better. It's 1-1, by the way. Dundee United 1, Rangers 1. Last 5 minutes at Tannadice. Rangers have got a free kick. Tilo Asgard over it. It's about 60 yards out. It's more of a cross opportunity. But that's a really, really big moment in the game. Rangers, honestly, I'm not even kidding, Rangers should be done. That should be it. Rangers should be chasing the game now. That is the best opportunity you're going to get. 1v1 in the final few minutes of the game. This charming Danny's just fucked it. How the hell did he not score? I could have scored that. I mean, listen, it wasn't like an absolute sitter, but I guess I'm more frustrated by the fact that he's literally one-on-one and doesn't even have a really good attempt. He's tried to do a stupid little dink. It's like a little Panenka. He tries to dink it over the keeper, and Pandur just reads it and he just catches it in his arms. It's so bad. All you've got to just put your laces through it. Put your laces through it. You've scored the winner on your debut, and you've got an assist for the first goal. He'd be a hero. Free transfer from New Zealand. Fair play to the lad. He's had a good game, but that's what's going to be remembered tonight. He's played a really big part in the performance and the result tonight for Dundee United, whatever it ends up being. If Rangers nick this late, oh, I feel really sorry for the young lad. Because they deserve a point out of this, Dundee United. They really do. They deserve something. But if Rangers manage to nick this in the next 5-6 minutes plus injury time, whatever it is, if Rangers manage to nick this, they'll be turning strips off that young lad in the dressing room. If you're clean through against Rangers in the final 5 minutes, hit it. Stop this namby-pamby bloody dinking it nonsense. Have a go. Gareth, why are Liverpool not signing anyone? You seem to have got me confused with Andoni Areola, Gareth. It's easily done. It's happened before. This charming Dan, that was ridiculous. He didn't even put enough on the dink. Just smash it. It's unforgivable, isn't it? If it stays like this, Dundee United are first and Rangers are still daft. Look at that. Match stats. Shots 9. 9 for Dundee United. Rangers 20. Rangers are in with Chimiti. This is a big chance. Good strike. Walton gets a big... Again, it's straight at him. Poor from Rangers, that. And you can see Chimiti, he kind of looks up to the heavens. No one's going to save you up there, mate. Got to do better. Good ball in from the left-hand side. It's not. It's a goal kick. I thought it was going to be a corner. Key Thomas and Andoni Areola never seen in the same room. Makes you think. Cookie Monster, the guy who took Tavernier's number is really bad. Who? Who's the guy who took Tavernier's number? The guy who took Tavernier's number. You know about Naderi? Is that Tavernier's number? How's it going, Rubes? Connor something. Connor something. I'm trying to think who you might be on about. No, I don't think there is anyone. McCrory. Ross McCrory. I mean, McCrory might have been sent off, to be honest. Yeah, he came on, and there's an argument to say he probably should be off. It was a bad tackle. Andy Foster, will Mykhailo Mudryk get compensation? Probably not. Remains to be seen, but no, I doubt it. It seems that there's maybe they've said there's a valid reason for his suspension, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've just determined he's had enough. 3 minutes of added on time at the end of the game here at Tannadice. Dundee United 1, Rangers 1. First game of competitive domestic club football. 31st of July. And we've got domestic club football back on the telly. Love it. It's been great. I've really enjoyed the watch along tonight, by the way. Hopefully you'll join us on... tomorrow we've got Tranmere versus Rochdale in the Carabao Cup. We've got Liverpool versus Leeds on Sunday, 9 o'clock. But we're back to Scottish football next week. We've got Celtic against Dundee. First chance to look at Casper Hogue as a Celtic player. And then we've got Rangers again shortly thereafter. Back in Europe, Rangers against Jagiellonia Białystok. It's in Poland. It's a 5 o'clock kickoff, that one, on Wednesday. I'll be live for it. There you go. You can see Goodwin saying, come on, one more chance, one more chance. He knows. He thinks Rangers are there for the taking, Goodwin. Can't really blame him. It's been a really, really good performance from Dundee United. They've definitely deserved a point. And I think he'll be looking, again, without blaming the young lad too much, they'll be looking at that chance. And he'll be seeing that chance in his sleep. Randall. Here he is, Randall. Dundee United again. Come on. Final ball's got to do you here. Is it going to be a free kick? Great football, that. Fantastic football. Dundee United down the right-hand side. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Shahid, great stuff tonight, Key. Really enjoy it. Cheers, mate. Good to see you as always. Max Turner, 500 if Dundee win. Rooting for you, mate. Absolutely rooting for you. Now Rangers on the counter-attack. We're in the last 60 seconds or so here. It's just a terrible bit of play, that, and Dundee United win it back so easily. And now they give it away. And Rangers now on the counter with Chimiti. Driving forward into the area. Great tackle, great defending. How's he give a goal kick for that? Oh my God. I mean, Diamand's had a terrible night. Derek McInnes has got his head in his hands. I don't know how that's not a corner for Rangers. That's absolutely baffling. That is the clearest corner kick you're ever likely to see. Aguirre gets back. It's a really, really good tackle from him. Diamand driving into the area. Oh, it's not. Do you know what? Hey, I got it wrong. It was a great decision, referee. Derek McInnes will have to apologise to the referee. That's a great decision. That looked like a corner kick all day, every day, but it wasn't. Good decision, referee. Right. There you go. 1-1. It's finished. Derek McInnes is not going to be happy with that result. And honestly, I don't think Jim Goodwin will be either. Goodwin will be looking at that bloody last-minute chance for Randall and thinking, that was your moment, kid. On your debut at Tannadice against Rangers, that was your moment to go and finish him off. 86th minute, one-on-one against Panda. He really should have made that count. But hey, listen, what a result for Dundee United. 1-1. McInnes is not going to be happy at all with that. He's saying get off the pitch. He's saying get down the dressing room. He's obviously not happy at all. Why is McInnes going over to the ref? He better not be complaining about that corner kick. He better not be complaining about that corner kick because it wasn't a corner. It absolutely wasn't a corner, McInnes. He's gone and he's giving the referee some abuse there now. He's absolutely screaming at him. But off the pitch, good result, that. Really good game. Really enjoyed that. Fantastic result for Dundee United. Thilo Asgard had a good game. I think if we're talking player of the game tonight, I would say Randall, even though he misses a big chance at the end. Asgard did have a very good game for Rangers, scored a really good goal, worked the keeper a couple of times as well. So Asgard, probably Rangers' best player. There's Lachlan Rose, who scored with a heavy first touch in the first half. If you've not seen the goal yet for Dundee United, take a look at it. It's madness how that goes in. He literally falls over himself and it goes into the net. It's not even a shot. Madness how it beats the keeper. Right. Appreciate everyone. Lots of love. Really, really appreciate you all. I will be back tomorrow for Tranmere versus Rochdale in the Carabao Cup. And we'll be back to the Scottish Premiership on Monday. Celtic against Dundee at Parkhead. The other Dundee. Celtic Dundee on Monday. And Rangers again, we're back next week with Europa League action. Yeah, it is Europa League, isn't it? Rangers, Jagiellonia, Białystok in Poland. Hopefully you'll join me for those. If you haven't already, make sure you hit like on your way out of the tavern. Make sure you subscribe as well if you like watching these games with us. We've got a great community of fans here. They make it. They are the absolute diamonds who make this channel what it is. I am absolutely blessed to spend my days watching football with you lads and lasses. You're absolutely fantastic. Really enjoy watching the games with you, and this was no different. Great game, 1-1. We're back to domestic club football. The friendlies are gone. The World Cup's gone. All that nonsense is gone. We're back to club football. Come on. Right. See you all tomorrow for Tranmere against Rochdale. See you all soon. Ta-da. Have a nice night.